What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today is a little bit of a special video, something I rarely do, but I'm proud to do so. This is a debut of a game called Songs of Silence, requested to me by the developers themselves, Chimera Entertainment. And full transparency, this is like a semi-sponsored video. They sent me the soundtrack, and they also gave me some codes to give away, which I'll talk about after the songs. Also, you're hearing in the background of this video the main theme called Writing History. We're gonna be checking out two songs today: Into the Unknown and Decisive Battle. And this is composed by Hitoshi Sakimoto, known for Final Fantasy XII, Final Fantasy Tactics, and of course Valkyria Chronicles. So I haven't heard these yet. They sent me the whole thing, and they just wanted me to decide what to pick, so I picked these ones. And I'll give you a overview of what this game is about. So this is Songs of Silence from Chimera Entertainment. It is a 4X fantasy strategy game, currently on PC and potential cross-platform with consoles. It is a turn-based strategic gameplay, real-time cinematic combat, procedurally generated maps, multiplayer support up to 5 players, and a rich narrative with multiple heroes and factions. The art style is inspired by Art Nouveau, blending elegance with the immersive world of fantasy. And of course, music by Hitoshi Sakimoto. So yeah, I'm always honored to do stuff like this. I've only done it once before with Plague Tale Requiem, when the developer sent me that too. So anything video game music, I'm always proud to show off. But I'm going to be transparent if the songs are, whatever. So here we go. Oh, also, Hitoshi Sakimoto from 13 Sentinels, which is totally different. Anyways, so more information about the codes later, and check out also the link in the description for the Steam page. Anyways, this is Into the Unknown, kind of a short song from Songs of Silence. Let's do it. Well, immediately definitely sounds like The Unknown. I know it's early, but this is already the darkest I've heard from Hitoshi Sakimoto. It's usually very light and major key. This is straight minor key. Ooh. Harp? I think. Sounds like one of those old Disney movies from the 60s. Oh, that's it. Oh, dude. That I feel like that was just starting. That was just taking off. Well, I'm glad to report that so far so good. You know how when it comes to this sort of thing where someone sends it to you from a developer or something, which again is super rare for me, and I still feel very honored to even do it, because I always feel in my head I feel like my channel's still this big. So there's this hint of nervousness that I'm like, what if I don't like it? What am I supposed to do? It's gonna be so awkward. So far, so good. But honestly, I think the thing that I enjoyed so far is lately Hitoshi Sakimoto's work has been kind of, I don't say iffy, but it's been kind of, I don't know how to feel about it right now, because I just checked him out for my latest desert video where I talked about Final Fantasy XII, Dalmasca, Esther Sand, and the other one. And that soundtrack has a very adventurous, boisterous airship style of soundtrack. And yet at the same time, Tactics has a little bit more of a royal regal thing going on, and then 13 Sentinels is completely different. And now this, actually, you know what I think about it? I don't know if I've heard of Valkyria Chronicles. Probably, maybe, I don't know. I should have checked. But I don't know. But I'm assuming that's even more different as well. But this now shows me the diversity, because I was starting to feel like maybe he only kind of does this, you know, a grandiose type feel that sounds very, to me, cinematic, which is really cool. I don't know what I was going to expect when it came to this kind of like 4X strategy game. That's a game I've never played. I don't even know the genre, but I know my audience does and my audience loves. I'm guessing it's something like Tactics if I had to be, if I had to take a guess. So I don't know exactly what the music was going to be like, but in my head, it's stuff like Fire Emblem, Tactics, and there's another one that's, you know, those style of games. So I feel like the next song arena here is going to be like a complete shift in energy considering its battle theme. By the way, I have some context on these ones. For Into the Unknown, it's they feel is really good at showcasing the mixed feelings of exploring someplace new but dark and dangerous. I have to admit, it definitely gave me the sound of like a kind of a haunted forest type of thing. But damn, it left me wanting more. Like, I don't know, it was just too short. Anyways, we have another song coming up right now, and that is Decisive Battle. You know, I've heard a couple songs with that title already, and both of them have been amazing. So let's get into it. And I think they're from Final Fantasy as well. This is Decisive Battle. Yeah, I'm such a bigger fan of the darker stuff. I like this side of Sakimoto. Honestly, it sounds like the opposite of FF12. Like the evil brother. Dude. No bias, this is like sick. Oh my gosh. Kinda Dark Souls. Kinda FromSoft. Bells. Oh my god, dude. Two songs that just completely end on like this cliffhanger. You know, this is really funny because I was so nervous going into this. For those that have been watching my channel for a long time, they know I don't do ads. I've done two, you know, two. One was for something I still use, which is like a little light on top of my monitor. And the other one was kind of the same thing, you know, developers of Plague Tale. And now this. So 3 in 3.5 years. It's just not my style. I actually get asked all the time for random stuff. Hey, check out our like toilet seat that's heated up or something. I'm like, that sounds great, but you know what I mean? Like I'm just not that kind of channel. I just listen to the music and that's it. I move on. I don't care about anything else. So I'm just being completely honest. This goes for anyone who wants to work with me in the future as well. Like, I will be interested if like I can sense the passion behind it, and it's relevant. That's like the thing I should have started with. It's relevant. This is video game music. Chimera Entertainment just straight up, they didn't like really ask anything from me. They're like, hey, you like music? We think this music's cool. I thought this game was like just coming out or something, but it's already been out. So I could tell that there was like other people need to hear this type of thing. And for me, what's really big is like the community that I've built. I don't like saying that. You guys already were there, and then you just happened to find me. But you know what I mean? Like the video game music lovers, I think I wanted them to, like, when I got the opportunity, I was like, yeah, this sounds like something that would totally work. So much so that if I didn't even say anything at all and just said, hey, here's this new game and here's the debut of it and here's some songs, people would just been like, yeah, cool, awesome, nice. But I feel like, I don't know, it's just like that extra bit of coolness that I'm supporting something that is completely relevant to this channel, which is video games, developers, and the music behind it. I feel more than honored, to be honest, because on one end, I was getting kind of hesitant on the whole like Hitoshi Sakimoto thing, because while I do like FF12, and that's probably what he's most known for, it's not my favorite soundtrack in the world. Far from it, actually. I've been kind of vocal about it. It very much fits the aesthetic of that game. But now that I'm noticing these 4 different games that I've heard now, Songs of Silence, 13 Sentinels, 12 in Tactics, I already knew he was talented, but like, damn, dude. Like, I'm seeing the variety. And for me, anyone who knows, I am a huge fan of variety. If I want to know like what else he's made, also, I was really intrigued because the developers also sent me, they have a YouTube channel, by the way, which I'll link. The channel sent me, they did an interview with him of like why he decided to work with him. And even that got me more excited about it. I was like, dude, this might actually be like something really cool. Now, admittedly, I don't play these types of games at all. When I asked for codes to be given out, that was just for you guys, for you guys to win them. Because I know there's people here that play these types of games that'll appreciate them and they'll want them. But that's another reason I was kind of nervous, because I know what these games look like, more or less, right? It's just a bunch of like kind of grid and isometric views. I was not expecting the soundtrack to be that dark and intense. So basically what I'm saying is like, it's like, it's a relief that I didn't have to. Well, I mean, anyone that knows me knows I wouldn't even have lied about it anyways, but it's just that much more reassuring that it just didn't suck. That's what I'm saying. And that's it. I'm glad to have featured it. Luckily for me, I have the whole soundtrack. But you can get the soundtrack in the description with the Steam page. That's all I wanted. I just wanted some codes to give away and the soundtrack. So I'm gonna be listening to it. I want to hear what else there is, but anything that can remind me of like Dark Souls and Bloodborne and all that. But also one more thing. Again, the fact that it's like, what I didn't like about 12, FF12, is represented here. This is like the evil dark brother. So far, this is 2 songs of 12. 12 sounded a little too happy and ambient to me. This sounds like in your face and kind of intense. So I can only imagine the rest of the soundtrack is probably diverse. Anyways, that's it. So that's my idea of like a sponsored video. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell you to get certain legends that raid in the shadows or anything like that. If it's relevant and it's video game stuff and it supports studios and all that, then I'm all for it. So cool. Thanks again to Chimera Entertainment for reaching out. And if you want to get to these codes, I have a handful of them. I'm going to do a live stream on Twitch. Hey, Uncle Jesse. Friday the 16th. So if you're seeing this in the future, they're gone. But if you're watching this early, Friday the 16th, I'll be doing a live stream there. And I'll be doing kind of like a raffle thing. And then you can just claim them. So a big thank you to Chimera Entertainment. Anyways, cool. Songs of Silence. Very cool. And man, I'm so glad it wasn't bad. Thank you to Chimera Entertainment. Thank you to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. I will see you Friday the 16th, Twitch, for a raffling of some giveaway codes for this game. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. I will see you all later.